accessory. You won't be an accessory to Hobby Lobby truck, whatever, because you won't know.
You, the freaking true crime.
Yes.
That's just.
Cover my tracks. I watch true crime.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know what the words are.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Well, like,
An accessory to him word. Yeah, no, you're right. That was. I mean, I knew what it was. My brain isn't working currently. I'm just gonna be honest. But yeah, I'm all about true crime. Some of you know that about me. Some of you may not. It's kind of this weird obsession.
Yeah, it's weird.
I've had since I was like small, like middle school, and my son kind of is the same way. My son wants to be, or wanted anyway. He's like really into forensics and things, and thinks that like the forensic files and all those are just so neat. And I completely agree. Like if you can take a cold case that's like 20 years old and have like one little piece of something and figure out the case, that's so neat. True crime. Or okay, I'm gonna do a shout out to a channel that has nothing at all to do with crochet or knitting. If y'all do like true crime, there are a lot of really cool true crime people. Don't get me wrong, like a bunch of people that I watch here on the YouTubes. But no, but if you guys do,
No, that
the guy.
ass was on his cell phone driving down the road.
Watch your mouth. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys do like true crime, check out Better Off Red. I will link her below. She calls it Crew Tribe, and she does like kind of a, I don't know, a whatever into it. But I like her a lot, and I like Bailey. What's her name? That does the murder mystery Mondays, murder makeup mystery things or whatever. Every time he catches me watching one, he's just like, what in the world? Yep. That's what I'm into. He watches golf, so I mean, to each their
I don't
own.
watch golf.
What do you
I
watch?
play golf.
You play
I don't
golf?
watch
I've seen you watch golf before.
You see me fall asleep in golf.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a sleep aid. I'll give you that one, because I've fallen asleep watching golf. That's fair. I'll give you that. So what do you like to watch then? I like to watch true crime. What do you like to watch?
What do I get to watch?
Not what you get to watch. Like if you got to your choice and we could watch 300 every day for the rest of your life.
What do you think it'd be? Supercross.
Oh yeah, dirt bike. Dirt bike. Dirt bike. No, I thought that, but I was like, I bet that's not what he said.
Motocross, supercross. That'd
Should
be
have
it.
known better.
That'd be it.
Dirt bike. Yeah, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
see, I think that's weird. Just watching other people play a sport. That's weird.
Right. People riding motorcycles
me
is weird compared to people murdering other people.
I'm not murdering anyone.
Well, you're not, but that's what you're watching.
It's the after. It's not like the
Yeah, I
actual
know.
thing.
It's still
Sometimes
messed
there's
up.
dramatization.
Either way, it's messed
Like
up.
there's an occasional dramatization, and they're like, yeah, this is kind of what we
Either
think
way,
went down according to
people-
like so and so or whatever.
They're messed up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like to watch things like that. I also like comedy. It's a real weird division. I don't know. I don't know.
One extreme.
It really is, because I'm not really into like action movies at all.
20 years of no action.
Whatever, that's a fib. I've seen a bunch of them with y'all. They like all of those. This one especially likes an action flick. Yeah. There's something that I like. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That's a good movie.
That's not
That's a good
action.
movie. That's action. There's
I mean,
action.
it's bad.
Snatch. watches Shawshank Redemption, and she used to cut tomatoes for me and put seasoned salt on them. And it's delightful. If you've never had a tomato with seasoned salt, may I
It's
suggest
really
it to
not.
you? He doesn't like tomatoes. Don't listen to this one. Alright, cool. Anyway, he likes occasionally tomatoes on his sandwich. He's learning to like that, and that's about as far as we go. He really digs ketchup. So yeah. But you have to admit that nothing sets off a good steak like some ketchup. Don't eat ketchup on your steak. Thank you. You shouldn't have to. It's a good steak. You shouldn't need sauce. Let's all be real. But anyway, I won't talk about food. I don't know why I started talking about food. Started with tomatoes. That was my own fault. Alright.
Because you're a rambler.
Facts. Facts. What's that song? Rambling, was born to ramble.
That's not how it goes.
Kind of. Ish. I got a couple
Well,
words right.
that's what you're thinking.
No, I'm not. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what
I'm thinking of little Joe Dirt.
That boat.
That is a big boat.
That is
You
a
wanna see a
nice
big
boat.
Oh,
That is really nice.
check it out, big boat. What? I'm not getting a picture of their truck because that's not nice, but they have a big boat. Big boat. If you know them, ask them if they need anyone to ride in the boat anytime. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, y'all. That sun is next level.
Yeah.
Right up in my face.
Been there, got this here now.
It was cold outside. It was a coat. Would you share it with me?
Oh, yeah.
So since it's sunny outside and I can't see, we share it.
God, no.
It's worth a shot.
I was proud of it.
It wouldn't have fit. That's alright. It wouldn't have fit.
It was with all that big ass hair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. What?
I say, alright. I'm good with that.
I know you are. Quit saying words. So, let's see. What else we got? We talked about movies. How old were you when you learned to swim? This is going to be funny to anybody else. Like all inside joke stuff that aren't going to be funny. This is going to be a weird conversation. Alright.
I was about a year old. I wasn't even a year old.
Wow.
My mom took me to the lake, let me go.
Swim or don't, huh?
Exactly. Sink or swim.
I bet he'll figure it out.
I did.
See? Sure enough, it came up. That was our big joke whenever we got together.
My
He's-
big joke.
His, well, alright, fine, your big joke. Anyway, he's from Lake Town. I've mentioned that we live in a lake town. I'm from a little bitty town that just happens to have a lake. And we were going to go to it one time, and he told me that he couldn't swim with me because he didn't know how to swim. I was like, you're from a lake town. He was like, I know, it's crazy, huh? He's like, I never learned how to swim. I was just like, that's insane. And I believed him for a while, and then what we were doing something went, where were we? Somewhere, and he just like jumped right in and started swimming. I'm like, what the heck? You can't even swim. He's like, don't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. He just pulls my leg a lot. Got it.
forgot to tell you, so I'm going to tell you now.
Alright, we're back. It's us again, Margaret. So, we had to go through the big city. Well, one of the big cities. On our way to another big city. 86 miles to go. Until we make it.
86 miles
Exactly.
that way.
Get yourself a new map.
What's that?
What's a map? It's a good question. It's a really good question. It's funny we mentioned that because we homeschool. I've mentioned this before. I'm sure all y'all know this. Most of y'all, hello, know this. So yeah, as part of our like history stuff, his mom, my mother-in-law, obviously gave us maps and stuff so that the kids could learn to read maps, and it's in our history section. It's pretty wild. Along with a floppy disk and a cassette tape. Any retro thing you can think of. But yeah, we have it in our like little like look at stuff. The cassette tape is Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Christmas version. So I don't know what else you would need with a cassette tape, but
Right out of the cellar.
I mean, fair enough. I was gonna say, or Garth Brooks. I meant not Garth Brooks. Not Garth Brooks. George Strait. Not Garth Brooks. Dang it.
Oh, yeah.
George Strait is my
That shows you
man.
real.
I know, right? That's yeah.
what's up.
Oh, what is it? I was gonna say all my exes. But that's George. Dadgummit. Oh, all my friends. Or I got friends in low places. That's the one. George.
I bet you do.
Or hear me morbid and stuff, but I had a friend in high school that wanted that playing at her funeral.
No wonder you're so damn weird.
I know, I've always had weird friends. I'm weird, I attract weird folk. What can I say? Yeah. Hello. Hello. You're like you're weird, but okay. Anyway, yeah, she always wanted them to play, like as they were putting her in the ground, she wanted them to play I Got Friends in Low Places, but like before that they were supposed to play Don't Worry, Be Happy. Play that one. I was like, dude, that's a good funeral. Maybe people giggle, there's jokes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a celebration of life. I realize they're sad, but I was just like, it's a pretty good one. beautiful sunsets that go over the lake and they reflect off the water, and it's like God painted that picture. I can put some up. I can do that, put some at the end if I have some. It's like God painted a picture and they're absolutely gorgeous, and then like you look at it and it's beautiful and you take a picture and somehow it ruins it. It's like it's not as pretty pixelated.
Well, that's because you got an iPhone.
That's not right. Yours takes terrible. He has an Android. His like terrible photos.
Way better pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. More compared.
Sure. Alright. I'm on my phone. I can't use it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can record videos and look at your pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a good one of the sunset. That was like the ultimate view of the sunset you were talking about.
Sunset.
Sunsets.
Pictures.
I mean, fair enough. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like sometimes if it's pixelated, it's not as cool. Oh my gosh, I was so far off. That says 90 miles. I thought way back there we had 84 miles.
Let's go, you know. 5 miles off.
Yeah, like 20 miles back.
10 miles. 5 miles back. It was. When you said it was 84 miles.
Yeah, the car below though. My mom made this for me, so I just snuggle with it. We'll see what on. Usually I crochet, but I do not feel like crocheting. I can tell. That's another thing I guess we could talk about. People, you know, like to know how I feel or whatever. I don't know if they like to know how I feel, but I have a few friends on here that wonder how I feel. How's that? Anyway, I missed my scope. I missed
You
my.
didn't miss it.
Huh?
You didn't miss
I
it.
didn't miss a dang thing. But anyway, they skipped. We'll go that route. They skipped my treatment date. So I'm like a week past my treatment when I was supposed to have my treatment last time. And I can tell. I didn't think it was helping as much as it was. I knew that I was still sick and that I wasn't feeling any better. And I've mentioned before that there's like a 28 to 32 day window where the medicine helps, and after that it wears off and you're kind of just back to where you were. And from how I felt the last like 4 days, I'm pretty sure that's what's happened, is the drugs worn off, and I'm just, there's a reason that there's that window of time. I will just say that because I feel absolutely awful, and I really didn't want to get in the car, but everyone kind of made me get in the car, so here we are, on our way.
That's right. On our way.
Yeah. Oh, dadgummit, it just went out of the picture.
It's going to happen to you.
I keep saying that, but then it doesn't. The sunset's just, I'm not
Ain't
sure.
ready.
It's still not gonna be as good as
It's going to be real good right here.
Alright,
It
let's
is.
do this.
Right over this hill.
Hi, y'all. Come
You
in.
better get ready.
You're Dramamine. Folks call me slow. Here we
Told
go.
you. Look at that. Stand in hold the camera. Right?
You hold the camera right. You're right, it's right behind the thing. There. This is awful. Worst video ever. Man.
I doubt it's the worst.
Probably not. There. Just go on a road trip. This probably makes people real nauseous watching the road go by. That makes me nauseous. Well, you know, I promise there's the sun. And every night it sets. And then it comes back the next day. Hey, there we go. Look at that. I can't even see it there. Alright. Forget it. I quit. Forget it. I can't do right there. It's backwards. Anyway. Trust me, I'm sure y'all have probably seen this on before. A few of you, you know.
I would grab the camera and show a good one. Then I'd be kind of a hypocrite. Driving about up, being on the phone.